It is video very difficult to watch. That is a teenager caught on camera opening fire into a North Texas convenience store. Police say he killed 3 other teenagers in that shooting and hurt another as well. I'm Steve Pickett. Good evening, folks. Doug has the evening off. Garland police arresting that one person, that 14-year-old that they say was the gunman in all of this. They are still looking for another person, a driver who police say helped that teenager get away from all of this last night. This all happened at a Texaco gas station. This is on Walnut Street in Garland. Now, they have identified the 3 victims in last night's shooting as 14-year-old Xavier Gonzalez, 16-year-old Ivan Noyala, and 17-year-old Rafael Garcia. Our Alexis Wainwright talked to people tonight, still trying to understand any of this deadly violence.
Tonight, you can see a memorial here for the victims of the shooting. We spoke to people who frequent this area, many of them telling me they're in shock after hearing about what happened. Garland police released this surveillance video showing the moment a 14-year-old suspect opened fire inside a convenience store on Walnut Street.
It just amazes me, 14 years old with such a high power weapon, and he just looked like he had no fear. And that's the scary part of it.
4 teenagers were shot Sunday. A 14, 16, and 17-year-old died. Police say the 15-year-old victim is in the hospital recovering.
It's heartbreaking as a mom, you know, like I have kids around that age, and I just sit there and think.
The 14-year-old is in custody, but police are still looking for this man, who they say they believe was the driver for the suspected shooter. People who live here in Garland, emotional.
It's devastating to see this kind of thing, you know, in our community. You know, parents losing their children over senseless crimes, you know.
Lucy Martinez is one of the many people who lives nearby, and she wanted to stop to pay respect to the victims.
I pass through here, you know, every single day for the past 10 years. I've been passing through here and never seen anything, never heard anything like this.
2 of the teenage victims were with each other in the store at the time. Meanwhile, the other 2 were a cook and a customer.
Wow.
And as the community learns more,
what happened to innocent people that didn't really do anything, they were just over there getting their food. That could happen to anybody.
Many people are stuck on the ages of everyone involved.
It's scary to hear, especially if you got children and you see that children were the ones that did this.
I would have never thought something like this would happen, especially with the ages of the kids and the shooter's age.
Including Garland police.
When it's kids, when it's 14 and 16-year-old kids committing acts and victims of acts, it's even harder for us to comprehend that.
No word yet on the charges for the 14-year-old shooter, but police asking anyone with information on the second suspect to call them. Reporting in Garland, Alexis Wainwright, CBS 11 News.